his head and broke a part of his neck. And the news recently is that we're not positive if he will ever be able to return to the ring due to the severity of the injury.
But we are hopeful that he will be returning back sooner rather than later.
Yep, he just won his first ever world title within the past year.
On Monday Night Raw against Bobby Lashley. So, next week we got our WrestleMania prediction show.
Yeah, it's
Any
going to be
quick
a great
predictions right now? Just one?
Quick predictions. You know what? I'm going to say 2 celebrities are going to win. Out of the 3 celebrities that are having a match, I'm going to guess 2 of them are going to win. I know it.
Okay.
WWE does not know how to book their wrestlers, so I think they're going to mess it up.
Okay, so thank you for watching The Burial Ground. My name is Clyde Anderson with my special guest host as well,
Jack Franzino. And for both of us, have a fantastic night.
Athletics. Aaron, there were 6 big points. This is the one you've been waiting for. This group has never beaten Cortland.
Getting started with some men's soccer as the Lakers had 2 conference matchups.
For half of the Lakers' goals this entire season.
Offense is key. You talked all about scoring goals.
Welcome to Understood.org, a free online resource for parents of kids with learning and attention issues, with personalized recommendations, tools, and daily access to experts to help your child thrive. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Good morning. Today on Rise and Shine Oswego, a famous alum is coming to SUNY Oswego for a fireside chat tomorrow. Who it is and when you can join them.
And this semester was met with large student activism. We're looking back at the history of protests here at Oswego.
Plus, finals are upon us. We have the events that you can attend to de-stress and have some fun.
It's Thursday, May 4th. Rise and Shine Oswego starts right now. Good morning, guys. Welcome to this special edition of Rise and Shine Oswego. I'm Scott Brubaker with Casey Alameda, Casey DeSalle, Kanaya Mabry, David Rienzo. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, Scott.
Hi.
How are you?
It's beautiful out today.
Doing fantastic. Yes. All right, what's ahead today this morning, Casey?
We have a great show ahead, including a sit-down interview with the president-elect of the Student Association, Austin Davis.
And what's coming up in entertainment?
In entertainment, we will be talking about the writer's strike, why today's date is so important, and more.
All right, that's all great. But let's get right into our top story today. The School of Business Associate Professor Michael Thornton is hosting Cameron Jones for a fireside chat with students. The event is titled Graduation and Beyond, How to Stand Out in a Competitive Job Market.
Jones is serving as the School of Business Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion this semester. He is the Management of Development for the Integrated Content Strategy for ABC News Studios. He co-teaches 2 classes here, Management 475 and Marketing 320. Jones has also been mentoring students.
He graduated from SUNY Oswego in 2009 and wants to share his experience post-graduation. The event is taking place in Rich Hall Alumni Lounge tomorrow from 1 to 2:30 p.m.
And on Saturday, May 6th, you can join Rice Creek Field Station for Feathered Friends Festival packed with all things birds. From fun avian activities to up-close encounters with real birds, they have got it all. This is a mostly free roam event, which means participants are free to come and go whenever they want. Events will be occurring all day from 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. More information for more, check out the Rice Creek Field Station's Instagram and Facebook.
And if you're thinking about what lies beyond your bachelor's degree, then the Adult Student Assistance Program, otherwise known as ASAP, is here to help. ASAP is hosting a discussion on different graduate programs and how to prepare and apply tomorrow at 7 p.m. Students can register online for the event or even check it out on the SUNY Oswego events website.
If you're looking for some end of the semester entertainment, there's plenty going on around campus right now. Octavia, the treble a cappella, is having its debut showcase tonight at 7:30. The Wind Ensemble is having their spring concert tonight at 7:30. The spring dance concert is tomorrow at 6:30. And who could forget Ozfest, where R&B singer Party Next Door will be headlining. And we will be having an interview with some of the organizers for Ozfest later on. As the end of the semester approaches, we're looking back at some of the biggest stories of the semester. This spring, the campus was met with protests over a controversial speaker over Jared Wakefield is taking a look back at the history of protesting here at SUNY Oswego.
It's okay. So you should be reading to that camera.
Okay.
Large-scale protest was planned and then canceled just as quickly. These recent events have reminded many of the activism present throughout the history of the campus. The most turbulent times in the college's history came between 1969 and 1970. The war in Vietnam and the Kent State shooting shut down campuses nationwide, including Oswego. Betsy McTiernan was one of the students that marched down Bridge Street in protest of the war.
March downtown that was the anti-war march. You know, there were people along the side of the streets in Oswego booing, and the people from the veterans of foreign wars were outside booing and stuff like that.
Outside of a brief stint teaching in Washington, D.C., McTiernan has been on this campus for most of her life. During her time working at the college, she helped establish the Writing Center. While many of the issues of modern society remain the same, for McTiernan, the way students learn about them has not.
The way we got our information is we went to people that would have the information, so like having a teach-in, inviting a professor from political science who was on our side, you know, to explain to us certain things that we didn't understand. Or we read things like the autobiography of Malcolm X, or people read Marx.
Bruce Altshuler spent all of his scholarly career here at Oswego as a professor of political science. Altshuler served a tour of Vietnam before attending City College in New York. He was there when the City College shut down in the spring of 1969 as protests against Vietnam and for civil rights took over not only the campus, but the cafeteria.
There was a group of people who decided the cafeteria was closed since everything was canceled. Mm-hmm. There was a group of people who decided to liberate the cafeteria in accord with socialist principles. You know, take a sandwich and pay what you think is fair. So what most people said, oh, free food.
Protests on college campuses are not simply a thing of the past. Oswego has had multiple major protests since the turn of the century. Whether it was the Occupy movement, Oswego's climate strike, the BLM movement, or the recent Cherise Trump protest, Lisa Glidden has taught through it. In the wake of Vietnam-era protests, changes were made to the U.S. education system. Glidden believes the effects of these changes are seen in students today.
People will often complain that students today are apolitical, right? Or they've been sort of depoliticized. And that didn't happen by accident. This country did not want a repeat of what happened in the 1960s and 70s. And I think that's where people complain about civics education today. A lot of it was taken out, I think, in response to those protests.
It's no secret that the modern world is a polarized one. It's inevitable that another large issue will drive students to act. And when that time comes, those who know this campus best expect these students on the shore to say something. Jared Wakefield for Oswego Now.
SUNY Oswego did put out a statement earlier in the semester saying they encourage peaceful demonstrations here on campus.
And now moving to some state news. On Monday, a disturbed man in Manhattan was threatening strangers on a subway until he got into a brawl with the wrong passenger. Jordan Neely began acting erratically on an F train heading toward Broadway Lafayette Station in NoHo around 2:30 p.m. Passengers say he was yelling and throwing garbage at commuters before he was choked out by a Marine Corps veteran. He fell unconscious in the train and was transported to Lenox Hill Hospital, where he ultimately died.
Mayor of New York City Eric Adams talked on Friday about how the ongoing surge of migrants into the Big Apple has destroyed the city. He called for more action by the Biden administration.
Dollars that's coming with this issue of migrants is destabilizing our city. Our migrants and asylum seekers are not the issue. We need to be clear on that. It is what is costing the city, and we're not being compensated by the national government.
The mayor's claims came ahead of a string of meetings with the White House officials.
New York State residents are in danger of losing their driver's license due to a vision test. During the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, residents whose licenses expired between March of 2020 and August of 2021 were allowed to defer vision tests. Now the DMV says if vision tests are not submitted, your license could be at risk of imminent suspension. Some New York State DMVs are having free eye exams, or residents can visit their eye doctor.
Let's send it inside to David for a quick look at the weather. David, what's ahead of us?
Hi, thanks, Kate. Today is May the 4th, so happy May the 4th to those who celebrate. And today, expect to see some overcast skies as you're seeing right now. That'll continue for most of today and into tomorrow. Even expect a chance of scattered showers in the early morning hours, but that shouldn't last for too long. And this weekend was shaping up to be an absolutely gorgeous Sunday and Saturday. Sunny skies will make you want to bring out your sunglasses and your shorts and maybe get outside if you have the chance. I'll also tell you more about your finals weekend, how the weather's shaping up for that, so stick around for more. But first, back to outside.
Thank you, David. Coming up, the shooter in Atlanta has been identified and charged with murder. We have the latest.
But first, Austin Davis is joining us to talk about what's ahead for his presidency in the fall. We'll be back with more Rise and Shine Oswego right after this.
Kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
La 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 la.
Free.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
Hi, welcome back to Rise and Shine Oswego. I'm meteorologist David Rienzo. Right now, if you're heading off to class, you want to stop by Fusion for some tea or maybe Rich and Pour for a coffee. I would suggest grabbing for that medium. It's 43 degrees, but a north wind from about 2 miles per hour will make you want to reach for that bit warmer coffee. Overcast skies may make you want to reach for that large, and I don't blame you, but me personally, I'm going for a medium. Right now, if you're stepping out the door, you may have seen a bit of fog, but that has subsided, but it is leaving a bit of chilly air. 44 degrees at 9 a.m., and as the day continues, peaking around 51, and then dropping back down as the sun sets. 11 is when you can expect to see a couple drops of rain, just some scattered showers here and there, but it should only last to about 12. Right now, over most of the country, it is above average temperatures, but on the west coast, it is below the seasonal norm. We are fortunately in the orange, and I love orange, so I'm a bit excited about that. This is the temperatures that are going to bring in some nice golfing weather if you want to go this weekend, but you may want to wait till Saturday because on Friday, the temperature is going to be about 43, 52 at noon, and 55 at 3. That's the peak. But the overcast skies may make you want to get out either early in the morning or on Saturday. Speaking of this weekend, you may want to go grilling, enjoy the weather outside. Saturday and Sunday are going to be perfect for that. 59 degrees on Saturday, 60 on Sunday, sunny on Saturday and Sunday. Beautiful grilling weather. This week is sunny, sunny, sunny. As I said, 60 and sunny on this weekend. But for finals, you've got 60-degree temperatures Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you want to study, maybe go outside, go by the lake. It's some beautiful atmosphere. That's my full forecast. I'm going to send it over to Scott.
All right, thanks, Dave, and really looking forward to that warm weather. Today, our first guest, we have Austin Davis with me. He is the president-elect for the SUNY Oswego Student Association. Austin, how are you doing today?
Great.
Good. All right, so my first question is, how are you feeling? You just won the election.
Pretty good. I mean, that's the result I was, of course, going for. It's great. I'd like to thank you guys, of course, the voters. You were the ones who made this all happen. I'd also like to thank the people who helped in spreading out the word throughout the election that I was running. And then, of course, also the people who helped me with the campaign, helping to set up posters. You guys were all super helpful.
All right, so now that you're going to be starting in the fall, so what's your top priority as president?
Top priority for me going into the semester is probably going to be efficiency. I really want to run an efficient presidency throughout the semester and, of course, the spring semester as well. So I really want to be efficient both with my time, the administration's time, and the students' time.
All right, and I know during the debate you talked a lot about campus safety. Can you touch a little bit upon that?
Yeah, of course. So in my mind, one way to improve the safety on campus would be to bring back the blue light system that we used to have on campus, in addition to the Rave Guardian app. With that said, I'm open to other suggestions if others come up. Maybe there's a better solution than bringing back the blue light system, all of which I'm open to.
All right, and we know this semester we saw a lot of students speaking up, taking to protest. I'm dropping things over here, but what do you have to say about that? Student voices, how are you going to listen to them more?
Yeah, absolutely. So student voices are obviously meant to be heard, and it's my job to hear them. For the fall semester as well as the spring semester, I will have office hours in the Point. My office, as you go into the Point, you go straight in, go into the main area, take a left, and then go all the way down, take another left. I will have office hours there, and I encourage all students, whether you're part of a club or organization or not, to come and chat with me during those office hours. I'd love to hear you. All
right, so real quick, we have 10 seconds left. What is your favorite part about Oswego?
The engagement available on campus, of course. We are one of the top SUNY schools with student engagement, so I think that's a great thing.
It is a great thing, and thank you for joining me. I really hope we can have you back again next year for some more. But for now, we are going to send it back outside to Kate and Casey. What do you guys got for us?
Thanks, Scott. We cannot wait for you to be back out here with us in the chilly weather. But coming up, the Writers Guild of America is on strike because they're being worked too much and they don't think they have enough pay. We have the latest.
But first, a man was arrested for threatening to kill a U.S. Senator, Roger Wicker. We'll be right back.
this is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine Oswego.
Let's take a look at what's happening beyond Oswego in your national update. A Mississippi man is charged with threatening to kill a U.S. senator. The FBI says William Sappington went looking for Senator Roger Wicker. The court documents reveal that Sappington said, quote, "You tell him I'm going to kill him." The FBI says he felt talking to the senator that represents his area was the last course of action to get justice. Sappington is being held in jail awaiting trial.
And after an 8-hour chaotic manhunt, authorities caught the man accused of opening fire in the Midtown Atlanta medical building. He killed a 38-year-old woman and wounding 4 others. The gunman spent about 2 minutes in the hospital before fleeing on foot. Atlanta Police Chief Charles Hampton says the gunman was found just northwest of Atlanta in Cobb County. He faces 4 counts of aggravated assault and 1 count of murder.
You may want to hold off on making any major purchases for a little while. The Federal Reserve announced its 10th interest rate increase since last March. John Lornick reports.
The Federal Reserve's fight against inflation is not finished.
The strains that emerged in the banking sector in early March appear to be resulting in even tighter credit conditions for households and businesses.
The central bank voted unanimously to boost interest rates by a 1/4 point on Wednesday. That brings the federal funds rate to 5.25%, a high not seen in over 15 years.
My colleagues and I understand the hardship that high inflation is causing, and we remain strongly committed to bringing inflation back down to our 2% goal.
Another financial matter still hovering over Washington, D.C., the debt ceiling crisis. According to the White House Council of Economic Advisors, the U.S. could lose more than 8 million jobs and cut the stock market in half if the country breaks its spending limit. President Joe Biden and most Democratic lawmakers want it raised without any spending cuts.
Our view about the path forward remains the same. Can't choose the Default on America Act, must avoid the horrors of default, pass a clean bipartisan bill to avert default.
But some Republicans say Biden needs to hammer out a deal with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
The Speaker of the House has been sitting at the grown-ups table for months, waiting for President Biden to act like a leader.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
President Biden has invited House Speaker McCarthy and top lawmakers to talk about the debt ceiling at a meeting next week.
Moving on to some international news, a man in Ontario, Canada was arrested for selling poison online. Kenneth Law was accused of selling sodium nitrate, which is a common food additive, but it is lethal in large doses. Investigators say he sold it to people at risk of self-harm. He allegedly shipped packages containing the substance to more than 40 countries. He's being charged with counseling or aiding suicide.
The bodies of 2 firefighters who were swept away during a flood have been recovered in Quebec. Both of the bodies are being sent to the coroner for formal identification. The 2 volunteer firefighters were helping people evacuate their homes before being swept away by floodwaters on Monday. Local officers are urging residents to wait until they are authorized to return to their homes.
And now the whole gang is out here again, and David has the final morning weather of the entire semester. David, how's the weather for Ozfest tomorrow?
Tomorrow, it should be nice in the afternoon, but the early mornings will be a bit cloudy. Into the weekend, it'll be 60 and sunny, so grab your glasses, grab your sunscreen, and go outside. Finals week, if you want to study outside, go for it. It is beautiful weather, so please get outside if you have the chance.
Right, David, we are loving the tie here, by the way, and it's making at least myself super hungry because I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
But coming up, we have an interview about Ozfest with our guests, Nick and Ricky.
But first, let's take a look at what is on the dining hall menu today.
Over at Lakeside, there will be black bean street tacos as well as braised chicken street tacos.
If you're heading over to Pathfinder today, you'll find yourself a nice Southwest steak sandwich. And then at Cooper, there will be shrimp po' boy and chicken riggies.
Then, if you look ahead to dinner tonight, there will be grilled New York State strips. Rise and Shine Oswego will be right back.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving. I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man. Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine Oswego. Ozfest is upon us, and we have some special guests here with us today. Today we are joined by Nick and Ricky from the Student Association to talk about Ozfest. How are you guys this morning?
I'm wow. It's a little cold.
It is a little cold.
Despite the weather.
Yes. Well, we have some questions for you guys all about Ozfest. Kenai, do you want to get started?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you explain like what Ozfest is for like the people who have never experienced it before?
Okay, so Ozfest essentially is a festival that ends the semester. It was founded in 2016. It's basically just made as a way to, another initiative that Oz created to help students wind down, essentially. It starts out with a day of festivities and ends with a concert with a really famous artist, for the most part.
Yeah, and obviously all the students here are really excited about Party Next Door, but we're seeing some new names here. Oxcord, who's opening for Party Next Door. What should we expect from that performance?
So Oxcord, they're a very interactive group. It's more of like a music show per se. It's almost similar to the Wild and Out concept. So they pick random people from the audience and you go against each other song for song. So you pick a song, the person you're competing against picks a song, and this goes on for 3 times per round. And then the audience decides together who had the better songs, and then the winner gets a prize.
Awesome, that sounds really cool.
That sounds
Yeah.
really fun. I can't wait to see if maybe I'll win. Can we ask, how did you select?
Honestly, it was a long-winded one because I don't know if you guys noticed this year, but we had to send a survey out 3 times because when it came down to it, the students had a lot of options in mind. As time got closer and things winded down, it became more of a matter of availability. artists are doing their thing this year, and moreover, they're doing their thing pretty expensively. So it's really just finding an artist who wasn't going on tour, who students also wanted, who we also felt was going to do what we want to do, which is bring somebody who students enjoy.
Definitely. I know I'm really excited to see him perform tomorrow. So can you tell everybody where they can get their tickets, what time everything starts, and any other details that we should know about the performance tomorrow?
So you can get the tickets on Laker Live. They're still open tomorrow until the time of the concert. Festivities kick off at 12 p.m. Dinner through auxiliary services starts at 4 p.m. outside. Concert doors open at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow.
That sounds awesome, and I can't wait to participate. But can you tell everyone just what is your favorite Party Next Door song?
Honestly, mine is between East Liberty and You've Been Missed.
For me, it's going to be Loyal featuring Drake.
Yep, that's a good one. Well, thank you guys so much for being with us today and telling us all about Ozfest. I know I can't wait for tomorrow.
I can't wait either.
Yes, thank you. Well, coming up, Kanaya has some more entertainment for us, and we'll be discussing what the Met Gala has and so much more.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Free.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
Welcome back to Entertainment News. It's our last time all together. How's everyone doing today?
Good. Fantastic. Get right into it.
Feeling good? Let's get right into it. As many people have heard, the Writers Guild of America is on strike. There are about 11,500 film and television writers who are on strike due to too much work and not enough pay. As said by a demonstrator, this isn't out of nowhere. Discussions of the strike started around 6 months ago. Streamers have essentially eroded residuals, which is royalty pay for writers, which they need as a significant source of income. Shows that are affected are like SNL, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and more. Have you guys heard anything about the writer's strike?
Yeah, we have. I have. We talked about it in one of our classes, one of our current event classes, and it's something that's really interesting. They were talking about how like AI is like taking over. It's kind of crazy.
See, I just really hope, I think some of my shows that I love, I think they're safe right now, so I'm really hoping it doesn't last too long.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, and to get into more of a happier news topic, the 2023 Met Gala took place this weekend. This year's theme was in honor of Karl Lagerfeld to celebrate the full work and life of him. He designed for many fashion houses like Fendi, Chanel, and Balmain. So attendees had no shortage of inspiration. The performer for this year's gala was Lizzo, who shut it down with her shimmering surprise performance. Did you guys tune into the Met Gala or look at any of the fashion looks?
I saw some of the fashion looks, and the one that really caught my eye was Lil Nas X's. It was very bedazzled, if you would say.
I love the Met Gala. I tune in every year. My favorite was definitely Dua Lipa this year.
Wasn't there one where like Lady Gaga dressed up as a cat, or was that just like a meme I saw?
There
That
was-
was Jared
yeah,
Leto.
someone's cat.
That was Jared Leto.
And Doja Cat dressed up as.
Yeah, and Lil Nas X or something like that.
Okay.
To go back into movies, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that comes out across America tomorrow on May 5th. So make sure to tune in for the next film in the Marvel Universe. And other movies that are coming up, Dune Part 2 is officially out, and the movie is set to arrive in theaters on November 3rd this year. Are you guys going to be tuning into any of the new movies that are coming out?
I think I just saw David cheering over here too. We're so excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
I'm also very excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
I may go see it in theaters.
It comes out at Oswego Cinema today. I'm going to be going actually, so can't wait.
Okay, and I believe David had mentioned earlier, May the 4th has become known as Star Wars Day. And while there are already more movies, series, and books than the biggest Star Wars fan could consume in a day, the May the 4th brings a pair of new series in a set, That Galaxy Far, Far Away. David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
Heroes you were born to be.
The new Disney Plus and Disney Junior series, Young Jedi Adventures, is set in the High Republic era, as Jedi younglings explore the galaxy and learn the ways of the Force.
No need to fear. There are others like you here. I saw it myself. She has special powers.
Star Wars Visions Volume 2 on Disney Plus features new short films made by 9 different animation studios from around the world, each telling a new Star Wars story in their own way.
May the Force be with you.
This could be the end of the fight! Holy smokes! Ripperoni wants to keep it going! Wow, what a shot! Look at those 2 forks are gone on the front side of Endgame!
After weeks of preliminary bouts, the 32 contestants in BattleBots World Championship 7 are set. Despite the beating Endgame took from Ripperoni in this match, both bots made it into the tournament. It's robot fighting time when the first matches of World Championship 7 premiere tonight on Discovery Channel. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
That's all for entertainment news, and we'll be right back after this.
No kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel too. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
La 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 la.
Breathe.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
Hey guys, welcome back to Rise and Shine Oswego. For our final story this morning, if you love Oreos and s'mores, flavored Oreos for a limited edition treat.
Now they're coming back under a fun new name, the S'moreos. The treat is stacked like a traditional Oreo cookie.
But the cake base is graham flavored, and the filling is 2 layers of marshmallow and chocolate flavored cream.
The company announced that the new snack will return to shelves on May 8th.
S'moreos will be available for a limited time while supplies last.
That looks so delicious. I can't wait to try them. But real quick, we want to mention that Al Roker, longtime co-host of The Today Show and famous SUNY Oswego alum, has been inducted into the Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame. Since leaving Oswego, Al has been on TV since 1996. He's been doing incredible work his whole career.
The Hall of Fame inductee continues to add to his impressive resume. Al said receiving this incredible honor has been awfully nice.
I think it's really fun to think too. Al, just about a week ago, Al was standing like right here doing his Today Show hit, which was pretty fun. And yeah.
Well,
our last moments together.
With that being said, if you missed any of our shows this year on WTOP 10, you can rewatch them all on our YouTube page.
From news to sports to original productions, you can binge all of your favorite shows at the link below.
All right, and since we just have a few more minutes left, I just really wanted to give a shout out to this entire crew, our talent team out front, our crew in the back who are all just as talented as well. Everybody has done so much to make this show such a success, and this was kind of like my brainchild of a show, so I think it really turned out amazingly. So thank you all.
Thank you, Scott. You're the mastermind behind this entire thing, so.
All right.
Thank you for setting all this up.
Of course. Want to send it off?
That's our report for this morning. We'll see you right back here tonight for WTOP 10 Nightly News.
From all of us here at Rise and Shine Oswego, thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Tonight, Professor Back is here, and he's giving us a lesson on birds. Plus, we're answering your questions in another edition of Q&A with S&K. And he's in our neck of the woods. We had the chance to meet Al Roker, and we're talking about it right now.
From the Al Roker studio in the Murano Campus Center, this is The Break with Scott Brubaker and Kate Donahue. It all starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone and welcome to The Break with Scott and Kate. We're back after almost a full month off. It was a nice little break, but I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah, me too. And we are especially happy today because it is our Hawaiian shirt episode. We're all decked out and our crew is decked out too. So we have a fun episode ahead.
It's going to be great. I'm so excited. So it is the last week of classes, and that means summer is knocking on our door.
Oh, that's right. We only have 2 more days till the end of classes, 9 more days till the end of finals, and 49 more days until summer. So Scott, I have to ask, have you ever been to the beach? And if so, where's your favorite?
So this winter, my friend and I, we went to the beach in Florida, and I have a picture up here of me in my, I call it my dad mode outfit. I don't know if we have it or not, but I was in full dad mode in my Hawaiian shirt. I had such a good time. And it was one of my favorite beach vacations. Oh, there it is. I had to take a picture before I got dressed to go to dinner. But anyway, what about you, Kate?
Well, I don't think we have any pictures because I don't really take pictures, and I don't think my mom took any. So when I go down to Florida to visit my grandma, we went to Fort Myers Beach, and that's where I've gotten like my best tan. And I know this because people like pointed out, they were like, Kate, you look so tan. And I was like, thanks. But also I like Fairhaven Beach because orientation went last summer and we got the van stuck in the sand. So that was funny.
Who was driving? Is the question.
I won't say because she'll
Can you
probably
tell me
be
in the break?
embarrassed. Yeah, I'll
Okay,
tell you
thank you.
later.
All right, so we decided now that we're gonna send Kate out real fast because we wanted to know what our crew's favorite beach to travel to is. Oh, here's the microphone.
gonna unplug.
So we're gonna send her over.
There we go.
Oh, just throw things. All right.
Okay.
So Kate, we'll start with Cletus.
Cletus, what's your favorite beach?
My favorite beach is Woodlawn Beach back in Buffalo. Spent a lot of time there. It's a great beach.
We have to get Aaron
Good one.
too.
Oh,
Don't forget
okay.
Aaron.
Hold on. Matt J. Bly, your favorite beach?
It's gotta be Ortley Beach in Jersey.
What was that? Okay.
So, Aaron, your favorite beach?
Wildwood Beach.
Oh, good one. Good one. Okay, we have to go in the back.
Kate, you're just knocking everything over here today.
It's my world. Jacob Bradley.
Yes.
What's your favorite beach?
I also like Fairhaven Beach.
Oh, that's a good one.
There are no beaches around me, so I'm gonna say Norwood Beach.
Okay.
I went to Grenada last summer, which is in the Caribbean, and that's definitely my favorite beach now.
Okay. A little flex.
I live in like Binghamton, New York, where there's no beaches, so I'll just say like Cape Cod, I guess.
That's a good
The
one.
whole beach.
Kate, you can travel up to Watkins Glen.
Also
and come to our
Wildwood.
beach.
Eric, too.
Wildwood.
Wow, okay. Those are our beach picks.
All right, so as Kate makes her way back, I realize I did not do a good job switching up who's saying things in the prompter. So before we get to summer, we have finals. So that's everybody's favorite time of the year. So finals are approaching. Kate, are you prepared for finals?
I only had one, so
Wait, are you done?
yeah. What about you, Scott?
I'm actually kind of jealous now. I'm very thankful I only have a couple that are like tests, exams, but I have a lot of projects. Like I have to, projects and papers, but I'd rather edit a video together for a project instead of having to take like a 50 or 100 question multiple choice exam because I like editing videos. That's what I'm gonna do hopefully for my career, so.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
All right.
I don't have my IFBM, so.
Oh, you don't? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. Well, something really cool happened at the end of last week. Famous alum and Today Show co-anchor Al Roker came to visit SUNY Oswego. So we both got the chance to see him and watch him do the Today Show live on air. What did you think?
Well, I saw him for like 5 minutes, so I didn't get to talk to him, but I saw him. So that's
You were
what I
like right
thought.
towards the front though.
I was. Mm-hmm.
I got.
But you could only see my head because these two girls went in front of me, and that was that. Just my head.
No, I got pushed like to the back as well, and my grandma was like, she was taking pictures. I'm like, I see you in the back. So speaking of Al Roker, this semester I was fortunate enough to be in his building and on-air personality class. So we met once a week on Zoom virtually, and it was super fun. So he decided to come up and teach the last class. And he was just such a funny person. Like he seems funny and he seems nice on the show, and I can tell you like it's the same in real life as well, which is really nice.
He seems like a nice guy. I don't know.
We went to dinner at Canales, which was really good. Which I love Canales. And we got to practice like our live hits, like live stand-ups for him. I was gonna get a video to show it for us today, but I ran out of time,
Well,
so I'm
I
sorry.
wish I could have seen that, you know?
I know.
That's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
All right. Am I ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready? Okay.
That was such a fun time. So now let's move on to our favorite segment.
Ready? How real are we? Whoa,
Okay, I'm starting off with my favorite Oh, this is my slacking. Never mind. So this is when I was running late to work and I had to like run in because Jared was taking forever in the bathroom, and then I looked like a mess because it was windy, and then for some reason my camera lens was like gross. Okay, so my favorite Be Real was from 2 Fridays ago. My parents came up for my award ceremony. If it shows up, I was at Olive Garden and I got my classic Alfredo with broccoli. No chicken, just broccoli. and I looked good. I was in my Life is Good shirt, and I had just won Outstanding Senior in Human Development, so it's a little flex.
Congrats.
Thank
first
you.
of all. Was it you I was talking about the other day? Like, I just love like the Life is Good. Like,
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
like
it
Thursday, I think, or
yes,
something,
yeah.
right? Wasn't it?
Mhm.
Anyway, congrats on your award, but I need to put
Thank
this
you.
pen down. I keep
Okay,
messing
okay,
around
yeah.
with it. Okay, so let's move on to mine. I don't know which one's first. So this is my slacking Be Real. This was, I think I was like sick a couple of weeks ago. Like I was sick for like a week straight. So this was me on the couch, just recovering, and I wasn't even watching TV, it looks like. So I don't even know what I was doing, but I'm mostly better now. I've had a really terrible cough, so that's why I have 20,000 cough drops on the desk if you see it. Let's move on to my favorite Be Real, which is me, Garrett Chan, our OP director, original production director, and Jason from Wanzones. He was just chilling over in the Oswegonian office, and we were just eating French fries and having a good time because he just was on the Hot Ones with Sean Evans, so that was really cool. Did you go to that?
Yeah, I did. Of course.
It was cool.
Who
Did you have
would've
fun?
missed it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
who would have missed it?
yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Who missed it?
Nobody's missed it. Sorry.
Sorry. It was a good time.
Okay. So we had a lot of fun a few weeks ago answering your questions, and this week we decided we're going to do it again. It's time for Q&A with S and K.
The music. It's just really okay. So let's see what our first question is. Oh. That's terrifying.
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna pretend like we didn't see that. This says, "What is your go-to Glee cover when you're sad?"
I'll
This
let
is a
you
good
start,
question.
Scott.
Anything from The Quarterback, that episode.
Oh, yeah.
When Finn passes away. Sorry for spoilers. It's been out for years, so you have to watch
What
it.
is it? Though when oh my gosh, why am I blanking? I'm gonna call her Naya Rivera.
Yeah,
but, oh my
Santana.
God. Santana.
When she starts
sings-
crying.
When she's singing the one, it's like lay me down.
What's it called?
It's like, isn't it like a Carrie Underwood? No,
I
it's
don't
not
remember.
Carrie.
I will figure it out in the
Yeah,
break.
yeah.
Okay. What about you? Oh. What's yours? What's yours?
I guess cough syrup.
Cough
but
syrup's
even though
a
it's
good
not really
one.
sad. Anyway, okay. All right. Who do you think would last longer in an apocalypse, Scott or Kate?
I feel like I would just, I'd do something stupid, like to.
So do you think I would last
Probably.
longer? I don't know.
I want to know what the two of us would do if we went in together. Is my
Well, I would
question.
probably just follow you around like I do in the studio.
Well, that's probably a really bad idea. So I don't know why you would do that.
I talked about this like a couple weeks ago. I would not last long, and you know what? I'm okay with that.
It's okay.
Like,
All right. What's next? Oh, can I please have my job back? Nope. Next. What's next? We went from having, what's it, Wagyu steaks and only afford ribeye. No. Next. No. Next. Next.
Please help.
Oh, who's your favorite superhero? I'm a Captain America fan.
Oh my gosh, Black Panther.
I like Black Panther. Did you see the new one? Like,
yes.
It was really good.
I
It was
love
so
that
good.
one.
Okay.
All right.
All right. What's next?
Oh.
Yes, I am. Okay, so are you still studying abroad? I am studying abroad. This fall, I am going to Australia, so I'm very excited about that, and I can't wait.
Well, I'm gonna miss you, so I can wait.
We have some stuff. We have some stuff like planned. We're gonna.
Yeah.
The break with Scott and Kate is not done. I will
It
just
isn't,
tell you
it
that.
isn't.
All right.
All right.
I think that's all the time we have for. So thank you to everyone who sent in questions this week, and we hope that we'll get to answer more of your questions very, very soon. I'm sorry, Aaron. I know we didn't get yours.
When we come back, Professor Back is here, and we're sitting down with him.
We'll be right back after this.
From the Outrooker studio and
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close-up of that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to The Break with Scott and Kate.
So today, for our guest, we would like to welcome Professor back to The Break with Scott and Kate.
You may be wondering who this is. It's Tommy's dad, who I talk about like every episode. So how are you doing today?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Thanks
fun.
for joining us.
Oh, me.
You're
Sorry.
first.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself, like what brought you to Oswego and what you do on campus. And
Okay. Well,
hobbies, too.
I'm a faculty member in biological sciences, so I'm an ecologist. I do aquatic ecology and Great Lakes ecology. I came to Oswego about 20 years ago from a small school in Michigan, in the state system in Michigan. We were starting a family, and I have family out here, so it kind of was a good fit. This job was open, and I was fortunate enough to get it. So I've been faculty member, I've been department chair, I was interim dean for a while. Hobbies, I ride my bike. I like taking pictures and photographs, and I'm doing some birding. So.
We know you're into birds, and we're a little excited for that later, but I do need to ask, why plankton?
Why plankton? So plankton aren't birds. I'm not the bird person in our department, but I do invertebrate zoology. So those are animals without backbones, like insects and crustaceans, things like that. And when I was going to school as an undergrad, I really liked those courses. So I went to graduate school. Plankton turns out they're the microscopic organisms that are in lakes and oceans like krill and things like that, and they turn out to be very important to the ecology, and I get to look at them through a microscope, so I like that.
The backbone of the ocean environment.
Wow. Yes, pivotal, pivotal
Mhm.
spot in the food web.
Yeah, a little fun fact, I know. So anyway, you kind of answered this earlier, but why did you pick Oswego and why did you become a professor?
Well, I kept going back to graduate school, and that's kind of where you end up if you keep going back to graduate school, is you end up being a professor someplace. And I started off at Lake Superior State University in Michigan, and it's a very small school, and it's very remote. It's all the way up on the Canadian border in northern Michigan, Upper Peninsula. So I came out here because I had family in the area. This is a great campus. You could see that there are a lot of really great things going on, and in the last 20 years that I've been here, it's been a spectacular change on campus, and the Shinneman Center is a great place to work. Good faculty, good students. What's not to like?
I'm glad. I love Shinneman. I love walking through. I'm not a science major at all, so I've never had a class in there, but it's still fun. So
yeah, I like to pretend.
Yeah, right. You like to pretend. So like you talked about Shinneman, like we have the nice lake. What's your favorite part about